Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Visit squarespace.com/BrendanVanson for more details. It is video number 2 from Greece, and I still have the stupid glasses on. I'm sure that'll make you all very happy. And I'm actually headed to Ios today. So the way the ferries work in Greece is awesome, but it's also funny. It kind of works like this. The ferry will almost always show up late. Then, the staff will yell at you all to get on the boat faster, as if it's your own personal fault they're late. Then, you'll spend 20 minutes in line waiting for your assigned seat. Why there are assigned seats is beyond me. Then, 30 minutes before you arrive, you'll be whisked to the bottom again and wait to get off. Don't get me wrong, I love the ferries, and it's fast, it's pretty efficient, but it's definitely an experience. After arriving in beautiful Ios, something happens and I totally forget I'm a photographer and go straight into vacation mode. Okay, I'm in traffic. Okay, I'm in beautiful Ios. It is absolutely beautiful here. I promised myself that I was gonna do like part vacation, part work, and it's turned into full vacation. I've been like 3 days and all I've done is sat on the beach and when I was in the room playing games on my computer. It's been full vacation mode, and I really want to get out and explore and take pictures because it is beautiful, but it feels like one of those places that's beautiful but maybe not photogenic. And I'm kind of wishing I had my drone, because every time I see something I'm like, oh, that'd be a cool drone photo. But land photo, ground-based photo, I haven't really found anything yet. In Santorini, I acted like I took a vacation. But here in Ios, I'm 100% taking one. 3 days worth of beach, sleeping in, playing basketball, and just totally forgetting I even own a camera. And it's been nice. But the fewer days I have remaining in a destination, the more stressed I start to feel about not taking pictures. So, I hike into the city of Hora, and I walk around a little bit. The city is absurdly beautiful. White Lego block houses stack on a church-dotted hill overlooking the island. Cat-guarded mazes of alleyways and streets hide bars, cafes, and restaurants. And that classic blue and white Greek island contrast is everywhere. Okay, so I've actually been in Ios now for 6 days. And I, at a certain point, decided I didn't want to like film anything. I wanted to take a proper vacation, just shut down totally, not do any computer work, not do anything except for relax, which is exactly what I did. Yesterday looked a lot like this. The day before, as the gate didn't go down, the day before looked a lot like this. And the days before that looked pretty much the same. And it's not to say that it's not photogenic here or photo worthy. It's absolutely beautiful here. I just didn't really I didn't want to. But it's the last night I have here. And more than anything, I've just felt like inspired to go make a photo because I kind of want to make a memory of this place. I've been here enjoying this incredible view for almost a week and haven't taken photos. So it's like an hour until sunset, and I've been looking way off on the other side of this beach at this kind of like small hill mountain thing and seeing a point off that way and thinking it could be a really cool spot for a photo. So I'm going to hike over that way. I looked on some satellite images to see if there's a trail. Doesn't look like there is. So I'm gonna do some not bushwhacking, because I don't think there's much bush, but I was gonna say some whacking, but that just sounds bad. I'm just gonna do some good old-fashioned whacking and hopefully make a photo. Yeah, you know what I mean. For those that don't know about Ios, Greece, it's cool. With no airport on the island, it's a little bit harder to get to, so the demographic here is different. It's younger, lots of 20-somethings and backpackers. There's fewer quote-unquote elites that are just here to show off their fancy villas and drink 500 euro bottles of champagne. It's beautiful, it's relaxing, it's charming. Okay, so the whacking begins. It looks like there's at least some goat paths here, so I'm not like crashing through too much brush. I hope, because I didn't wear long pants. Yeah, it might be a little bit interesting. I want to address something here. There were a couple deaths on the Greek islands this year where people went off hiking, got lost, dehydrated, and didn't make it home. When I leave on hikes like this, I always tell the hotel staff exactly where I'm going and tell them that I'll check back in with them at a certain time. If you're hiking, especially off trail, you should always let somebody know exactly where you are. Better yet, tell a friend and turn on your live location on WhatsApp Messenger. That way they can track where you are. Even though this place looks so close to a hotel, if something happened to me here, it would likely take days for anybody to find me. Please, be careful. I did not give myself enough time for this. It's just dead end after dead end. Whoa. Ninja climbing through this stuff. Whew. Hard work. Oh man, sweating like crazy. It's pretty awesome up here. It was obviously at one point in time used land because there's some terraced stuff. There's some stone fences. And shout out to the goats for making the trail. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. It's still a little bit tough sledding. As I'm walking, I keep thinking that maybe the best photo is just, back towards town, and the beach itself is such a beautiful photo. But I talk a lot on this channel about photography or travel photography and the points of travel photography. This isn't travel photography. This is travel for my enjoyment. This is me going out and exploring. I like photography. I love traveling and exploring. So for me, if I make a photo, it's like awesome. And sometimes I feel a little bit of pressure to make a cool photo, mostly because of social media. But for me, the fun of photography is it gets me out exploring. It gives me a purpose to my exploration. So right now, my purpose to my exploration is to get to the end of this little peninsula and see if there's a cool photo. If there's a cool photo, sweet. If there isn't, I had fun. So I think I'm almost there. I see what do you call those things? Cairns. So other people have been there too. I'm surprised, I'm not the first person to the end of this rocky outcrop in ancient Greece. In fact, it kind of feels like I'm on a trail all of a sudden. End of the trail's there. Oh, I don't think I've ever sweat this much in my life. I made it. I'm at a giant pile of rocks. Part of me's kind of tempted to push it over, but I'm not a jerk. Yeah, so my thought when I came over here was maybe I could get above this and use this rocky outcrop for a long exposure photo going straight into the sunset. And I think that's possible. But it's so hazy on the horizon that I actually think it needs to be before sunset. So I probably need to start taking this photo now. And actually, I think this is going to be pretty cool. There's actually probably also a photo this way, back at town, back at the beach. So I think I'm going to go down a little bit farther. I scrambled up here, and now it's time to scramble down a bit and look for some compositions. I love the way the rocks in the foreground anchor the scene off the beach that I've been lying on for 6 straight days, so I'm drawn to that at first. But I came all this way with a photo in mind, so I have to take this one first. I don't know if you guys can see how much sweat is on me, but it's disgusting. So I'm at photo number 2, and I like and don't like it. I like it because I like the composition. I don't like it because it's hazy and there's no real color in it. But it's a cool composition, I think. You've got really nice rocky foreground, and it kind of zigzags into some sailboats and the beach and stuff like that. The light's just not that good, but it's still a cool photo. I'm using a 10-stop ND to slow down the shutter and give it that dreamy paradise vibe. And it's, 30 seconds, f11, ISO 100. I ended up with 2 images. The first is a vertical composition, which is usually my go-to. However, I actually prefer the landscape orientation photo. The color gradient from warm to cool really works for me. Oh man, I've come all the way down to the bottom and I'm looking the opposite direction down the coast, and there's some crazy seascape landscapes along there. I don't know how accessible they'd be, but I'll pull out the long lens to show you. It's just so cool here. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I had a plan to photograph this rock into the sun, but I don't think it's a good photo. But sometimes you get it in your head like, that's the reason I came here, I should take that photo. But it's just not a good photo, and I don't want to turn around and quit. So I think instead maybe I'm gonna take the photo of this incredible seascape. I took out the 70 to 200 millimeter and tried something a little bit different to what I normally do in landscape photography. I went f2.8 and used a darker exposure to create a vignette. It managed to help bring out the color on the horizon. What do you think? I'm pretty sure it comes across, but I'm having so much fun right now. This is what I love. I love just going out and exploring and finding things, even if it's an average photo. I don't know if this is an average photo. I think it's gonna need an edit, but it's cool and it's totally different than what I was planning on photographing. It was a little bit sketchy getting out here. So even though the sun's still up, the lights kind of died, and I don't want to die. So I'm gonna go back early and maybe get some food on the way home. Wow, it's bright. Turns out when everything's white, it's bright and you gotta wear silly glasses. The holiday has been amazing. I can't tell you how much more refreshed I feel after taking a proper holiday for like the first time in my entire life. And yeah, it's been really nice. And yesterday's adventure was fun, lying on the beach was fun, and I hope the episode was fun. So I guess I'll see you next time. Next time I might go explore the next island, which is gonna be Mykonos, which is that way. I'll see you there. Peace. Squarespace is a great place to build a website. There's a new guided design system with SEO optimizing tools, which will help make it easier for people to find you. As for professional tools, you can use the Squarespace platform to automate bookings and appointments. And there's also client invoicing and payment processing, which makes setting up an online store for your photography-based website really easy. So, if you're looking to build a website to help grow your business or showcase your work, visit squarespace.com/BrendanVanson for 10% off your first purchase.